I didn't know what to title this. I'll probably go back and title it later. But I wanted to jump on here since I'm feeling better. Today, I literally put on clothes today. This is the first time in a week since I've been back from Leadership Summit, which was fantastic. And I did a brief video on it, but it wasn't very good because I was like running a high fever and pretty sick. I have been sick all week and it's not been fun. But I'm still not feeling too hot today, but here I am. So I wanted to share some experiences that I did this morning. Now, Kyla Williamson, which is one of my most phenomenal leaders in my organization, you guys probably know who she is, but she allowed me to sit on one of her power hours this morning, and it was really, really cool. You know, she just basically does a Zoom and she goes through the list. I just created the list. I kind of retyped it up from what she had, and I added a little bit more detail that I would prefer to see in there. That's just for my own personal, because I need like details, because I know people will ask me like, what are the details that you do during this part of the session? So I added in a few bullet points in there, and you guys can actually print those off, and it's not a very good PDF right now. I am not computer illiterate. But like I did it up in my notes. Like I just took my phone and I typed it up in my notes and I added bullet points so that way I can crisscross them off. Brooke, my assistant, is working on making that into a better PDF for you guys to actually print out and have on hand. But for now, that's what I have. I just wanted to give it to you guys so that way you guys have something to work with right away. But I sat in on her power hour and I just listened because I woke up late, so I didn't even participate. I just listened while I was in the shower getting ready. And then I jumped on the phone with my sister-in-law, Megan, and I was like, hey, do you want to do this with me real quick? Because I'm the type of person who, like, I don't want to do it with, like, my whole team while I'm learning how to do it the first time. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but it's kind of easy if you have, like, a running buddy and someone to try something out the first time. So I got on the phone with Megan, and we were FaceTiming, and I was like, okay, so let's go through this power hour and see what we can do. And I started going through the list with her, and wow, you guys, I got so much work done today. It was awesome. And so if you guys feel like you guys can do this, set out.
Can you let Boston in?
Where is he?
He's in the, he just got done eating on the back porch.
Yeah, I'm live right now. He's on the back porch?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take you guys on a little walk with me.
Boston's sitting here watching.
Sorry guys. I gotta go get my dog. But anyway, we did the power hour. I hope I don't lose connection. And we focused on income producing activities. So you guys can check out the list. Oh, thank you. Come here, boss. Come on, baby. You guys want to say hi to my baby boy? Sorry, family life here. Oh, thank you, Herminia. I'm cutting my hair off. I can't handle it long. It's driving me crazy. All right. But anyway, I did the power hour with her, and we were just like brainstorming and coming up with ideas. And so I just want to encourage you guys. Whoops, hang on. Hang on. I want to encourage you guys to do this also with some of your running buddies and see who would want to do it. Just jump on a Zoom call or FaceTime with somebody and start going through the list. And I could do an entire Zoom call for everybody, but I don't feel like that would be very one-on-one, like, because me and Megan were like, oh, do you remember so-and-so? Like, yeah, you should message her. So we were like brainstorming like while we were doing this activity, and it was so cool that we did it for 3 hours. 3 hours, because there was one section where I felt like I could add a lot more time dedication to it. So if you guys want to try this out, I highly recommend it, because I feel like it really does kind of help complete our system. We've got onboarding, we've got our Meet Monate presentation, we have now power hours, which just to let you guys know, like, the power hour thing is not a new concept. It's just never been written out before. Like, I've never actually like written out a list of what to do, how long to do it, and you guys can go to the files in this team page and see it. I just added it. Again, it's not a very good PDF file. I wish it was like wider, but It should work. This is basically you taking 1 hour out of your day and you dedicating 1 hour to doing something that's really going to work your business. And that's what this is all about, you guys. Even at Leadership Summit, we hear about this all the time, is we're supposed to be training people to become better versions of themselves. We're supposed to be training people to become their own leaders. And so which I think this business works out perfectly for me because I'm the world's worst boss. I'm not good at telling people what to do. I'm not good at setting up someone else's schedule. I'm not good at saying, make sure you do this and this. I'm not good at checking in on people and making them do this kind of stuff. I work with the people who are willing to work. I work with the people who are like, hey, like I want to be active. I want to be in activity in my business. And I help people out along the way. I can't help someone unless they're willing to make mistakes, unless they're willing to go do action steps. I will take 2 steps if one person takes 1. And that's basically what leadership is. And after coming back from Leadership Summit, I feel like this topic is really, really crucial at this moment because we all want an explosion in our business, right? We all want to experience our teams growing and we just click around in the back office and watch the numbers go up. Everyone daydreams of a time like that for their business, right? And guess what? It's never going to happen. You're never going to just sit in your back office and click on numbers and watch them go up. If it happens, that's because you've got amazing leaders on your team that are doing stuff that you should probably be doing. But I barely have time to check my numbers in the back office. I will screenshot them every night. But I know my business is growing by my own personal activity. And so what I mean by this is visualize this with me, you guys. Like, if you want a flood of success in your business, you guys are expecting like buckets of water, right? Well, every single bucket of water is created into 1 drop of water. Now imagine every single drop of water is your people on your team. So if you want a flood to happen in your business, like an explosion on your team to happen in your business, guess what? You're going to have every single water molecule working, not just the bucket. I'm talking about every drip. So if you have 10 people on your team and you want an explosion, you're going to need 10 people on your team all physically doing activities. It's not you doing something that's going to carry your team. It's not one person on your team that's going to do it. You need more people doing the same exact thing. Does that make sense? It's probably not a very good analogy, but I'm trying to put this into like a visual for you guys. But to sum it up, it's basically everyone doing really simple tasks, everybody on your team doing the same exact thing, and it's everybody doing it at the same time. That's how you get an explosion on your team. That's how you get your numbers to grow. That's how you get everything to move from here on out, is making things really, really simple, knowing your activities that you got to do, knowing the time that you have scheduled for your business. And if it's 1 hour a day, you guys, I can see some tremendous success happening in people's organizations out of 1 hour a day. The rest of the day is used for prospecting, networking, living your life, working out, spending time with your spouse, spending time with your children. Living this life is not like the Monat life, is more than about you being on your phone, just pedal to the metal, working all day long. This is about you being really efficient with the time that you grant yourself. And that's what I want you guys to really, really harness in, is if you can get everybody on the same page, everyone doing the same thing at the same time, consistently, that's when you will see growth in your business. Now, on any given month, you're probably going to lose business. I think the average is about 20-25%. So if you guys are going to be losing business every single month, you got to remember, you got to be adding to it. And we can't just expect to like coast, because it doesn't work. If you coast through your business, the rest of your team is going to duplicate exactly what you're doing. They're probably going to coast too. And so every month you guys could be losing 25% of your business, whether that's personal customers, or maybe that's the activity of the people on your team that were doing activity before. So right now is really, really good time for you guys to actually participate and do a power hour yourself. If you want to FaceTime one of your downline and do it one-on-one, if it makes you more comfortable that way, go for it. Do it. You can't do it wrong. I promise. You guys will be learning along the way. And this is creating you guys to be leaders. I'm going to have a small one with my GV. That's my baby legs. That's my brand new people or people who are relaunching. Right now, we are all in Smart Start. And that is a really good excuse for you to be reaching out to those people who haven't been active maybe for the past couple of months or maybe past year or two. I've actually got multiple, I don't even know how many people. I wrote out a list, and this is another tip actually. Write out a list of your MPs to MMPs. Write out another list of your MMPs to MBs. Write out a list of your, and these are your frontliners. And let's say if you have someone that you personally sponsored who no longer wants to work the business, if they brought somebody in, you got to be a leader for that second line. You got to be a leader for those people that are underneath those organizations. So you need to reach out to those people. If you can't get a hold of the frontliner, you need to be reaching out to the second and the third liners and make sure that they have you as a mentor. And that mentor is not going to be you being a boss. It's going to be you mentoring them. They take two steps, or take one step, you take two steps. But anyway, make out a list, and that way whenever you guys get ready to do your power hour, you know who you're going to be reaching out to. And you can reactivate these people who have been idle in their business for a long time. Another thing you guys can do, and this is something that I did this morning, is I went into my back office. I went to customer search, which is under resources. Make sure I have this right. Go to VIP reports, go down to customer search. My internet's really slow, it's loading. And then you're gonna see a filter. So you can click on the filter. Oh, come on. My thing's being really slow. You guys can click on filter and basically click level 1 customers. Yeah, advanced filter options. And then go to the first line. It says, can you guys see? Nope, it's not gonna work. Sorry, my screen's all jacked up. But click level 1. And I know you guys probably have VIPs under VIPs, but work with me on this one here for a second. Run report. Okay, so you're gonna pull up your people who are your customers, your level 1 customers. That means those are the people that you brought in, or maybe let's say someone canceled their account and didn't renew. Their customers bump up to you. So you guys might have customers in your front line that don't even know who their sponsor is anymore. And I actually had multiple people reach back out after me after I did this. So for me, I have like 700 customers, okay? That's frontline customers. Now, you guys probably have, more or less. It doesn't matter. Same thing applies. If I treat my customers the same way you guys treat your customers, as long as you guys are doing this, it should be, you guys can grow, okay? But you can click on this button that is right next to advanced filter options, and it's an email icon. You click email and it can email all of your people. So this morning I emailed 700 of my customers, 700 of them. And I said, hey, we have a new pet line, and we also have a new promotion going out that is a $20 coupon that goes towards product credit whenever you refer a friend. Can I help you to refer friends? Guys, this is so easy. It's a really good way to email your customers and maybe get them inactive. One lady told me, hey, I don't want to be a customer anymore. Can you cancel my account? You'll get some of those. That's cool. Be really good with customer service with your customers, okay? And then one lady was like, I accidentally made double flex ships. I don't know how to take one of them off. Okay, I'll help you out with that. So I helped her with that. But this is working your personal business. Can you guys imagine having 100 people on your team in a year and everyone's taking really good care of their customers? That would be awesome. You guys can keep your numbers growing instead of retracting 25% every month, hopefully, right? So anyway, yeah. So that is one thing that you guys can do, is just really take good care of your customers, especially if someone new has bumped up to you. Go ahead and reach out to them. Oh, that's too bad, Lucy. Maybe, I'm not good at customer or techie stuff, so I'm not going to answer that one. I have no idea. But anyway, there's just a lot of things that you guys can do, but the most important thing is to kind of be focused on where you guys are drawing your attention, which is your personal VIP customers, your personal retail customers, your personal reach outs, you making sure that your leaders have access to things that help them grow in their business, which you guys know that there's goobos and goobos of videos in here that you guys can always go back and watch. However, that power hour thing, I think writing that up and helping you guys, I've already had several people reach out to me saying, oh my gosh, this is gonna help me. And I recommend you guys doing those power hours first thing in the morning. get yourself ready and get on there and do a power hour. Set a timer up and you guys go to work. Do the things that are going to make you successful. Yeah, Lindsay. It's probably the free iPad that Monique sent you to. But yeah, so anyway, that's just kind of something that I was doing today that it was really, really helpful. And it just made me feel like, oh, I got a lot done today, you know, and we can go a whole week. And you guys, I'm sure you guys have experienced this, where you could go a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks where you don't feel like you physically got anything done. And that happens all the time. But if you guys can actually like harness in your power hour things, it will help. It will help. Do you suggest the power hour daily, weekly? Yeah, Lindsay, I do suggest you guys to do the power hour every single day if you guys can make time for it. Now, and that means, like, are you guys wanting senior executive checks? If you are, then I would say do it every day. In fact, I kind of did it 2 or 3 times today because I've been working on this power hour thing for 3 hours, where I actually went back because, like, let's say on one of the sections, it was like reaching out to your team. For me, it took a little bit longer to reach out to my team and let them know of some of the events that are coming up. And so I messaged all of my brand new baby legs, like not brand new, but my baby legs, like basically MMBs and under. I messaged all of them and I made sure that they knew of events coming up in their area and the restart for their Smart Start and also the Cancun trip. So it's good to do this as many times as you possibly can. I always say you're going to get out in your business what you put into your business. And so if you guys want to do this just 3 times a week and work this minimally, like, you know, and not as much as someone else, that's okay. This is something that you guys have to set your own goals for. And setting goals is super important. If you guys are like somewhat comfortable in your business, then you're going to be somewhat comfortable not doing business, right? And so it's kind of good to put some pressure on you guys. Put pressure on yourself for how much you want to do. I know some people have really, really overworked themselves, and you know, you don't want to overwork yourself, but you want to be consistent and you want to love what you do, which for some of you guys love working with your market partners. I love working with my market partners, you know, and like I've got my family involved, so that even makes it really, really awesome for me because I'm super close with my family. We have a lot of fun together. And so like me and my sisters, like I'll just get on the phone and sometimes I can pound out more things that are productive in 1 hour than I can, you know, 3 or 4 hours by myself. You guys got to remember, like we're a team, and so it works best if you guys actually link arms with somebody and do this business with someone. Don't do this by yourself as far as the business goes. You guys can do a power hour by yourself, but if you guys can get someone else to hold you accountable and maybe brainstorm through some things together, it'll help. I promise it will help. So, yeah, see who you guys can re-onboard. See who you guys can do these power hour sessions with. Be one-on-one with your people if they're running into trouble, like messaging someone. And another thing I will add, you know, then help them to message people, like help them with opening lines, pickups, whatever. And you guys know the Smart Start workbook has every answer for that in the back office. But darn it, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah. So today was pretty awesome. I was pretty excited that I got all this stuff written down. And if you guys are looking for the link on that, I put it in my team page. And I'll have a better PDF coming up soon. But you guys can copy and paste that and make your own PDF if you want to. And I made it like in my notes, like you know how you have like your notes on your phone? It links up to my computer too. Like in my notes, I put the bubbles for the bullet points. And so that way I could actually print this out anytime that I want to do a power hour, and I can check mark off as I get those things done. And so make time for your business and, you know, be the leader that you want to recruit on your team. Be the leader that you want to have on your team. The more you treat your business like the rank that you want to be, the more you will get paid like the rank that you want to be. So you guys have to hold yourselves accountable in this. No one's going to be your boss. And if someone is going to be your boss and hounding you down to work your business, you probably don't want to work with them. We're all volunteer armies here. So you guys have to remember that hold yourselves accountable. Actually schedule it into your schedule that you're going to make 1 hour where you can, contact new people. Oh, this is what I was going to say. So for me, I usually don't wait to message some prospect whenever I run into them. So during my power hour with Megan, I was like, I've already messaged everybody. I need to message more people. And I couldn't think of anyone at the top of my head. So I saw, I jumped on Facebook real quick and I was like, who in the world can I message? Well, I saw an advertisement for like some hair product. It wasn't Monat. It was like, those sponsored paid for ads. And I saw all these people like commenting in the ad. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but I've already made 3 friends, so I'm going to go with it. But I saw people tagging other people and commenting on there. I wonder if this stuff works. And I just went through there and I was like, oh, I want to be her friend. She's pretty. Or I want to be her friend. I love her profile. Or, oh, I like how positive she is. So I was actually like going through intentionally adding people. And you guys, I've done this for 4 years and it hasn't steered me wrong so far. That's how Sarah Reed's on the team. That's how Angelina DeFiore's on the team. A lot of the people on my team came from me being brave and adding them and just networking on purpose through Facebook. And I know some of you guys, you have Instagram people. I have team members who don't have Facebook accounts. So I'm trying to figure out how to harness that. But same thing goes on Instagram, you guys, on any platform. There's Twitter, there's Pinterest, like there's so many platforms, but you've got to network on purpose. And so like if people are commenting on like some for sale ad or whatever, add them as a friend, message them, get to know people. Like, and if they don't like you, they don't like you. If they don't want to message you or add you as a friend, no harm done. But you'll never know until you try to network on purpose. So I try to find people with similar interests, people that I kind of like, some people that I would like representing my team. And also customers, like people who I feel like they could have a good before and after testimonial or something like that. And the new hair spa, at-home hair spa, works really, really good. So I actually got mine in the mail. Have you guys gotten yours? I'll go grab it. Hang on. I'm just going to go grab my hair spa and show you guys. So I ordered it like a day after I got back from Nashville. And I got it in the mail, I think, on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. It was like 2 days later I got this in the mail. Well, this morning I got a follow-up email saying, hey, how do you like your hair spa? And they asked me a couple of questions like that. Hang on, I'll put you in my lemon dish. So this is the hair spa. I'm gonna hide my address because I feel super weird about doing that. But it comes like this, and this is the back side. Okay, so you cut the little tape right here, and I ordered the the restructuring line because I wanted to see how that came. And so this is how it opens up. This is really cool, and I know everything's backwards. And you guys are gonna tell me, you can flip your screen. I know, but I'm lazy. Just be creative with me here. So you get a little personalized letter that says, hey Julie, I'm so excited for you to try these Monat products. They're naturally based, they work, yada, yada, yada. And it tells you what comes in your package with the award-winning Rejuva beads. If you wanna learn more about our products, check out my website at da-da-da-da-da. And of course, can't wait to hear about your results. Well, today I got an email, and it was asking me how I liked my results, and it also had some hair tutorials on there. So it was pretty cool. So this is what it looks like, you guys. This is what people get to order. Now, if you guys don't have the Pro back office, and you guys are like, I don't have the Pro back office, so I don't care about this. All right, let's do some math here. Are you sending samples? You should be. You should be. Some of my biggest market partners I ever got came through me giving out samples. Most of my customers came through me giving out customers, and I know most of my people on here can attest to this the same way. Once someone goes on there, or maybe even you go on there and send out 3 of these, you've already paid for your Pro subscription. And other people are paying for these samples. So once you go and you purchase samples, you go to the post office and you mail them off. By the time you send out about 5 of those, you've already paid the $20 that you could have paid for your subscription. It's not that difficult to really think about. I mean, So it's kind of like you've got to weigh out the options. Like, do I want to pay $20 a month, or do I want to spend, sometimes I was spending $50 a month on samples, you guys. I want this bad. I wanted this business really bad. So I was investing every penny that I had, every time that I had. So it just depends on what you want to invest. But 2 or 3 samples will pay for your pro subscription. And guess what? You're not even paying for it. Other people are paying for it. So you pay $20 and other people get to go on and buy 50 things of samples, which is $7 a piece. Do the math. Like, it totally works. Totally is such a good idea. So I can't even believe that they're like letting us have access to all this stuff for just $20, you guys. So anyway, you will get it. It looks like this. And check it out. There's like instructions on the bottom. How many times have somebody got your samples and they didn't know how to use it? Because you're like, oh crap, you didn't use it right. Let's start over. So hang on, I got comments. I want to read them. Yeah, there's only 3 systems to choose from. And you guys, they're good systems to use. You can still specify little things like, hey, you might need, hey Krista, you might need dry shampoo. You may need to add in something else. But these should give good results. So what you do is you have 3 different things to choose from. You have a volume line, you have a hydration line, and then you have the restructuring line. So what I say is, if you've got someone who wants more volume, go with the volume line. If you have someone who's like, my hair is so dry, it's struggling, they need the hydration line. If you have someone who's like, I got some serious damage, I balayaged for a year and now I'm ready to get my hair healthy again, get them the restructuring line. So it's really simple, and you guys can kind of like help them out if they didn't love, maybe they used the volume line and it was not as hydrating as they wanted. You guys can mix and match some products with them, right? So, I mean, that's kind of what we do. We work with people in order to accomplish our paychecks, right? So work with them. This isn't going to sell itself. This isn't going to build your business by itself. It's a tool and we can use it. Just like Josh is using the rake right now to go rake up the leaves in my backyard. If the rake was sitting out there on the side of the house, it's not going to get the job done. You got to go out there and use it, right? So, but he's got the tool to do it. We got the tool to get us VIP customers and market partners. And then also on the restructuring line, they give you Rejuva beads. And you guys know the Rejuva beads always are a win-win. I can usually get people to commit whenever they use the Rejuva beads. And then it says, we are the nose. So it's got all of those on there. Anyway, so today I got so many bar stools here. So today I got the email that followed up because I just did it from like my email address. I pretended like I was a customer or a potential customer ordering the samples. And today I got an email following up saying, how do you like your system? So it's really, really fun. It's kind of cool. I don't know if you can send it to the UK. I wish I knew that answer, but maybe someone else might know that answer. It's a good question, Sarah. Yes, so they go into a drip system is what Erica is saying. And that means they go into your back office. You can keep in contact with them through the email in the back office. You'll even get an email saying that they ordered. When can we get them in the UK? Hopefully soon, Stacy. I hope so. And yeah, so anyway, I think these are really, really great. And I have a spa in town that I go to for my face, and I go get procedures and stuff done there. But while I was in there last time, she knows I do Monat, but last time I was in there, she actually she asked me a little bit about Monat, and we got to talking. So I got her contact information and messaged her last week, like right as soon as I got home from Nashville, and obviously I got the flu, so I didn't follow up with anybody because my head was so foggy. I was running a fever for like 4 days. But I messaged her today, and I was like, hey, just following back up with you. How many girls in there want samples out of her office? Because there's like tons of girls in there. And she says, I know that there's 4 who have asked me, but I think there's 10 that will actually purchase. And I was like, okay, great. And she was like, do you want to bring samples by? And I was like, I can do one of 2 options. I do have some samples here. However, I don't have the Rejuva beads. And if they want like the whole directions and a really good at-home spa experience, give me, and I'm paying for this, you guys. Now, you guys don't have to pay for everyone's samples. I offered because I really, really want to land this girl because I feel like she can really spread it good for me. I feel like she's a VIP who would refer a lot of VIPs. So I was like, I'll purchase them because I don't have any on hand. Don't offer to do it right away. See if they will spend their money. But for me, I did it. I went ahead and told her I would purchase them. So I'm getting their email address, their shipping address, their full name, and their phone number, and what line that they would prefer. The volume, the hydration, or the restructuring line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put them all into a drip system, and that way they get their samples mailed straight to their house with the directions exactly how I know, and then they go into my contact list so I know personally to follow up with them. So I'm pretty excited about this. You'd be surprised at who you run into that can network you with a lot of other people, especially business owners. So who do you know? Who do you know that knows other people that you don't know? Every single person is 6 degrees from knowing like 500 more people. So you guys got to remember, utilize every single person in your contact list, the people wherever you're spending money, spending time, or spending your thoughts. If you were thinking about something, if you were there physically, or if you were spending money there, those people need to be doing business with you also. And as long as we can take really good care of our VIP customers, you guys can build a really good business. It's not just about rank advancing. In fact, if you guys want to know the truth, I have a managing market mentor on my team that makes more money than a senior executive director on my team. So you guys don't have to like struggle and focus so hardly on rank advancing. You just need to focus on growing your business, because as long as you are growing your personal volume and your group volume, which is going to help you get that Cancun trip, right? Everyone needs to be focusing on Cancun trip because of where you will be if you earn it. Imagine your growth that you will have in 6 months if you and a bunch of other people on your team earned that trip. It's not just about the trip, you guys. It's about the journey, earning the trip, and where you're going to be in the finish line. So anyway, if everyone is working on their PV and GV, imagine where you guys can be in 6 months. Imagine where you can be. It's amazing to think about. And it just like that bucket theory, you know, this is like little droplets of water. Every single person is a water drop. And if you can get 100,000 people, you know, in a couple of years doing this, you guys, it's worth it. But you have to get everybody on the same page. You have to make your business simplified, and you have to have a system in place. We have a system in place. We've got our events, we've got our Meet Moniques, we've got our recognition. If you guys are needing to do recognition, we literally have a tab in the back office. If you go through all the banners, if you log into your back office, you got the banners up there, right? If you guys are needing to just kind of like, okay, what am I doing? What's going on this month? Go click on those banners and start writing down all the stuff that's going on. Make sure you guys know the promotions that the company is literally handing you on a silver platter to utilize. They don't mind spending money. They don't mind investing in you. They don't mind making your business as easy as possible. They love doing this stuff. They love paying out bonuses. They want to pay you guys those $20,000 senior executive director bonuses. They want to pay you guys Smart Start bonuses. They love doing this. Like, having higher pay is like one of their top priorities. They want to be in the top 25 direct sales companies in the world. That's our goal this year, is to be in the top 25. Right now we're in the top 50, but we've got some work to do. But just know that you guys are good enough. You are absolutely good enough to be successful in this business. And the second that you tell yourself you're not, you are beating yourself up, and your team's going to duplicate the same mindset. So the second that you start telling yourself, I can do this, I can message people, I can make friends on purpose, I can network on purpose, I can run my business at a healthy pace, the rest of your team will start believing in that too, because they see you believing in yourself. And that's what we want to do, you guys. We want to help other people to become successful by being independent business owners. Like I said, I'm a terrible boss, one of the worst bosses in the world. That's probably why I'm in network marketing, is because I can help inspire people. I can help people be better versions of themselves. I can help them with really simple, duplicatable systems. And you guys know I've provided that in here. So there's really not much to it except for you physically getting down and having fun in your business. Then the second you're having fun, more people will influx towards you. I promise. The second that you show misery, overworked, no one's signing up, no one's showing up to my meetings, the second you start reflecting that in your own business and in yourself, Your team and your prospects will start running from you. I've experienced it because I've personally done it myself. So if I can share my mistakes with you guys so I can help you guys to not make mistakes, that was one of the things that I've done. This business needs to be fun. You recruited people that you like to be around, right? And if not, you're thinking about people that you want to work with, right? Make this business fun by doing it together. Do it with them. Have fun. Like, make mistakes. Like Lindsay. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lindsay Monzon and I. You guys want to know how some of the biggest introverts in the world built their business? It was us shaking on the phone, talking to each other about what we're going to possibly do. And I remember like we needed to do like a Meet Monate presentation before. And we were like, okay, we need a Meet Monate presentation so these people can like, you know, go and watch it. So we have something that's duplicatable. You guys should have seen us freaking out. Lindsay like tried recording it and sent it to me. She's like, it's terrible. I'm redoing it. You guys, we've learned as we went along in this business. I mean, I have so many memories of all my leaders of us trying to just like do things in our business that will help. And I can go back and reflect on so many stories, but it's pretty funny to kind of watch yourself screw up and be there with somebody else screwing up alongside. So that way you guys are learning together. There's no absolute right way to do this business, but I do know that if you're having fun and you're learning together with somebody else, a lot more people will want to be involved. And that's what you guys want to do. You guys want to grow the people that you're involved with. Yeah, Lindsay, I don't think we'll ever forget that moment. We've had quite a few moments like that. So anyway, do as much as you guys can with the time that is given to you, and you know, really bless that time. Treat it like a business owner. If you want to be an SCD, or if you want to be one of those MMMs that are making more money than an SCD, treat your business like that. You gotta, Bonnie, I bet you do, but you guys have got to treat your business the way that you want to be paid for your business. And if that's just, you know, coasting along, that's okay. You know, just do better than you did last week. That's the only thing. Don't do better than me. Don't do better than Sarah Reed. Don't do better than, you know, anyone else. That Sarah Hill. You guys, there's some people on here who have Instagram accounts that they can make a post and get like 20 customers. I'm not one of those people. I wish that I could, and I would love to spend 7 to 10 years building my social media reputation so I could eventually do that. However, I made $5 million a year, or in 4 years, starting off with 460 friends on Facebook. I remember when I hit 500 friends, I was already a director. I remember this, you guys. I remember when I had no network on social media. Guess how I mostly built most of my people? It was one-on-one conversations, me individually messaging people, getting to know those people, offering the business opportunity in a simple form that made them feel like they could do this too. And then also it was me getting out of my freaking house and going out and meeting people and talking to people and sampling people. That's how I built my business. It wasn't working on social media all day long. I was showing people that I was doing my business, but I never had 1,000 friends. I never had 20,000 followers. Like, I now have 10,000 followers, but I also have 170,000 people on my team. So 10,000 followers still on Facebook isn't that great. You guys know I don't work on my platform on social media very much. I work really hard on getting to know people, like just getting to know individuals. I don't do mass quantity things. I individually get to know my prospects. I try to see what they want in their life. I try to show them what they could possibly have by being a living example of it. You know, and that's what I feel like this influencer thing has steered so many people off course, you guys. You do not need to influence 10,000 people. You need to influence one person, okay? If you have interactions with 5 people on your Facebook, that is way more important than someone with 100,000 followers who makes a post that gets no engagement. So remember, you are a human being. You are recruiting human beings. You are recruiting humans to be your customers. You have a heart, you have a mouth, you have fingers to text. You need to be one-on-one with these people. Get to know the people that you want on your team. Get to know the customers that you want on your team. You do not need to spend all day working on your social media platform. I know some of you guys are fully committed to it because you guys see the greater vision, but the greater vision is happening right now and it's passing you by. If you are on your phone all day long just working on how your pictures look on social media or how the pose can just be perfect on Instagram, it's not how I built my business, and it's not how the majority of my team built their business. So I invite you guys to try it out. Let me know how it works. If you guys are going to spend, several years building your Instagram so you can get a bunch of followers, or you guys can just work on finding a nobody, someone who feels very insignificant, someone who's felt like a failure their whole life, someone who needs to pay for groceries. You guys can personally reach out to them, show them the way on how to make a better life for themselves, show them the end results of where they can be, and get to know those people. Work on them one-on-one. That is how we build teams, and that's how we build leaders. It's not by building a social media platform that people can like on Instagram or Facebook. This is like a really touchy subject because there are people on Instagram, and I do not want to steer you guys wrong if you guys are finding stuff that works for you. But the majority of my team members are people like me, people who have never built a large network, people who, you guys, if you saw my Instagram pictures, I probably spent 5 seconds on it. I put it on my phone, and then eventually I pulled up my Instagram, and I was like, I need to make a post. I'm not even consistent on it. But you know what I am consistent on? Meeting people, messaging people, getting to know people. This is what I work on. It's one-on-one. It's not me just making good content on Instagram. It's never brought me business. I've never gotten a customer on Instagram, not one time. Although I haven't worked on it, other people will get customers, but I chose to work my business a little bit differently. And so there's a lot of you guys who I know are going to relate to me, and then some of you guys will disagree with me. And it's all the same. It's all the same. I want you guys to build your Instagram and your social media, but it's got to be a healthy balance of where you're spending your time. Get to know people. Get to know people. And the more you put yourself out there, the more people will get to know you, which is super, super important. Like, every single person is so important, you guys. I don't recruit people with 100,000 followers. I never have. I never have tried. I've never wanted to. I always felt like they were better than me. I always felt like they had their stuff together. I went after people who struggled in school. I went after people who can't pay for their groceries. I went after people who I saw that they were really insecure with making friends. I mean, I wanted people like that on my team because I was relatable to them. I couldn't recruit someone with 100,000 followers on Instagram and teach them how to make a better social media platform. They're better than me, right? Like, I want to recruit people better than me, don't get me wrong, but they're still people, and I know that there's something inside of them that they want, and I know that there's something that I can offer to them, whether it's a network of people who care about them and lift them up, whether it's just being successful, whether it's getting a trophy for the first time in their life, whether it's someone cheering for them for the first time in their life, maybe it's themselves being like, I did that? What? Like, you guys, that was one of the greatest accomplishments that I've ever had in my life, was being like, I did that? I did that? No freaking way, I did that. Like, that's the stuff that gets people fired up. I've never been fired up about someone making a post that got like 50 customers. I've never, ever been more fired up than watching a nobody feel like going and feeling like a nobody to feeling like a somebody. That is something to celebrate, and we need to celebrate the small wins. We need to celebrate those people who are bettering themselves, stepping outside of their comfort zone, doing things that they've never thought possible before, just stretching themselves a little bit more. Someone who lost 2 pounds that's going for 50 pounds. That's exciting, you guys. It's not whenever they hit the 50-pound mark. No, it's those 2 pounds, because guess what? It's going to take another 2 pounds and another 2 pounds. And if you don't have people cheering people along the way while they're making the small successes, you will never get them to the end result. Every single time someone signs up a VIP customer, you should be throwing a celebration party. Every time someone reaches out to someone new that's been on their dream team list, you should be freaking out excited for them. This is how we grow as people. And the more you grow as a person is where you're going to find yourself on that income sheet, identifying with one of them, because you will be there. And if you guys don't believe it, start listening to somebody else. I tell you guys this all the time. You have to listen to someone else who believes in you more than yourself. That is what this is so important about. It's about you becoming a better version of yourself. It's not about being the same person a year from today. It's about, you guys, I still freak out about making posts. I still freak out about making a live video. I do this stuff all the time because I know it gets people relating to me. If I do a live video, guess what? I could possibly get somebody interested in my business because they felt like they got to know me. And that is where the connection is. When people feel like they get to know you and they feel like they trust you and they like you, that is how you find a team member. That's how you find a customer that's going to refer your business. And this is a business module, you guys. It's not going to be like you pushing papers on your desk all day. I'm sorry, but me sitting down at my desk today for an hour and a half was the hardest thing I've ever done, okay? I like to be on the go, and I have been hunkered down in my house for an entire week. It's driving me absolutely mad, but I sat down and I did something that I was really uncomfortable with doing. I sat down and I did that power hour today, and I reached out to some new people that I've never talked to about the business, and it was freaking scary. In fact, I was sweating profusely sending messages to some of those people. If you guys want to see the sweat marks, I will show you. But literally, when I get off the phone with talking to people or I'm pitching the business to somebody, I am sweating from here down. I will just sweat. Look, I mean, I get nervous going on live. I am this way, you guys. I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. And I want you guys to just feel relatable to something like that, because I've never made a big post and got a bunch of people. I've never had a huge following. The people who follow me on Facebook are my team members. So I am still working my business, struggling, okay? I haven't gotten a VIP customer in probably 60 days, and I'm not proud. 60 days. It sucks. I don't want to wait another 60 days to get a customer. I want one now. I want to have that big, huge success story of me getting a customer this week, because that's where my priorities are. It's my personal business. And if I can do my personal business and show you guys the mistakes that I've made, the fear that I have, overcoming my fear, that right there is true influence. The influencer program it was a misconception to a lot of people. Influence is not about you having 100,000 followers on Instagram and making a post and getting somebody to order. Influence is about you being a human being, you finding that you have a deep fear that's holding you back from your potential. And it's you overcoming it and sharing it with somebody else who can relate to you and who can get strength from that and who can do it themselves. That is influence. And if I didn't have the influencers around me like I do my team members, I wouldn't be here today, you guys. It wasn't somebody like having perfect pictures. It was never somebody about making a great post on Facebook. It was never somebody having a meeting and having a whole bunch of people come. No, my influence was watching my leaders share with me how they were having meetings and nobody showed up. That was influence. They still did it anyway. And guess what? Maybe they had one market partner. Maybe they had one market partner show up who was needing strength that week. If one market partner shows up and they gain strength from you physically being there, spending time with them, saying, "How are you? I would love to help you with your business. What can I do to serve you today?" That's where the strength comes in, you guys. It's not just I signed up, I was super motivated, and 4 years later, I'm a $5 million earner. No, it was every single day me trying to gain strength from someone else. It was me being right next to someone else who was struggling and saying, we're going to do better. We're going to do better. We're not going to go this week without trying to get customers. We're going to try this week. We're going to try, and try as capital letters in this phrase, because trying is what gets people to succeed. Trying to run a mile never happens if you jump on that treadmill and hit speed 5. If I did that, I'd land straight on my face. I was running for 2 months to get myself prepared for Nashville. And you guys, I could do little sprints, and then I was about ready to die. And then guess what? 2 months later, right before I went to Nashville, I went a whole half a mile. Whole half a mile without stopping. That doesn't mean I did the whole 5K running. Heck no, I probably still couldn't do that. But I'm better than I was 2 months ago, and it took me some time. But if I wouldn't have been working up to it, I wouldn't be anywhere close to it. So it's the same things that you guys do every single day, and it's that consistency. Like, it's consistent. And my physical body muscles, my legs, my butt, my everything, okay? When I'm on that treadmill, I feel like I'm being pulled underwater, okay? It's not easy. However, those muscles take time to build. It doesn't happen the day I decide I'm going to run a 5K. Like, if it wasn't for me working up for those 2 months, there's no way I could have even gotten where I am today, which is I can run for a quarter of a mile at a time, okay? And I'm proud of it. And so your guys' muscles in this business is you being uncomfortable and messaging people when you don't think that they're going to tell you yes. It's you being brave enough to network on purpose. It's you being brave enough to asking someone, hey, do you have some referrals for me? I'm really looking to grow my business. My mother-in-law is helping me out with referrals. Like, I'm still trying to shift through my people because I don't get out enough. So that's my problem, is I got to get out enough. In fact, there was something going on tonight. It's a silks class, and it pops up on my reminder every single week. And I'm not going to go tonight, but I am going to make it a point, if I'm feeling well enough, and I should because I'm feeling this good today, but I'm actually going to make it a point to go to that silks class next Monday night. You know why? Because there's people in there, and there's people I want to get to know, and it's something that I like to do. So kill two birds with one stone. I get to network, and I get to go work out on my silks. And it's scary, you guys. I'm an introvert. Going into a room where I don't know people physically makes me ill. Like, I get sick to my stomach. Sarah Reed posted on her Instagram story the other day. I stayed, I got anxiety, so I left. Like, that is so me. I'm the first one to jet out the door usually somewhere. But I've got to network on purpose because I know that's what builds my business. And so if there's something in your community that you can get involved in, I highly recommend you doing it, because there's no other way to build this business than to just network. Just get to know people. Be yourself. Offer a service to other people. Get them to dream big again. Like you were a little kid. Like, think about the things that you wanted whenever you were a little kid, and it's probably not even materialistic things. It's just doing fun stuff. Like, I told Josh yesterday, because I was moping around the house after being sick all week, and I was like, I like to fish. I like to fish. I haven't fished in like 3 years. I like to fish. I like to go fishing. Like, I want to go fishing. I mean, I have poles right there. I have a pond in my backyard, but I don't go fishing because I don't do the things I like to do. But literally, you guys, I live right next door to the NBA starter, Paul George, that plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. If I go fishing, I might run into him. I mean, he fishes in my backyard every day almost, and I'm too afraid to go out there and go fish. But there's people everywhere. I live in a neighborhood. There's a subdivision here. I've got neighbors there and there and there and there. And some of my neighbors have become market partners, and I wish that I could help them get a little bit better, like to do more things. I just feel like I'm a terrible boss, and I just got to get people to do it themselves. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But there's opportunity everywhere. And Senior Luis said that whenever we were in Leadership Summit. He said, you know what? You got to be thankful for the opportunity that's granted to you. And whenever you have this, like, you got to treat your business like a bouncy ball. You've got to treat it, and this is going to be a really bad analogy. I'm thinking about something else that I heard, and it's a really long story, so I probably shouldn't even go into this. But you know, like you got to treat your business and your market partners like bouncy balls. Like, they're great, but if you drop them, they should be able to continue to bounce. They should be able to do this on their own, and that's creating really good leaders. Now, like, your own precious time and yourself, you got to treat like a glass ball. You got to treat yourself well. You got to treat yourself like you are the most important thing, because if other people see you treating yourself like you are important, like things are important to you, you're going to reflect that influence to the people around you, and they will want a life. They will want to treat themselves the same way. I treat my family like they're the most important things in my life, because they are. And I don't treat my family the same way I do my team. My team, I'm trying to make them better, but my family, I am nurturing. I don't bottle feed my team. I only have 2 boobs, okay? I can't breastfeed everybody on my team, but I can show them where to get their food. I can show them where to get their sources. I can teach them how to be successful. I can't do this if my team expects to continue to grow. If you guys think about how wide you will be in the future, you've got to treat everybody equally. Like, I can't individually get on a Zoom call with every single team member. I have 45 team members that are frontline that are MMP and above. So if I spent an hour every single week individually, it's not going to work for me. I'm going to be burnt out by Tuesday because I've already spent 27 hours on Zoom calls with just my up to MMB legs. And so I do live videos because it works really good for me. I do YouTube videos so people can access them so they don't have to call me personally and have me explain maybe the science behind the pet line. I posted that on YouTube. Most of my videos, I post them all on YouTube. This video will be posted on YouTube because I have people on Instagram who still need encouragement, who still need coaching, but they're not on Facebook. I don't want to restrict them. I don't want to tell them you have to have a Facebook account. No, I will make it work for you. I will put this video on YouTube and you can access it at any time that you need. So my business has to be able to run while I'm not running it. I have to be able to go work my personal business, live my life, show my team members how to do it, and expect them to do the same. And you guys will realize this as your teams grow. It's never going to be like, this is how you do your business. This is where I will be to show up for you to work. I don't ever show up for someone else to work. I'm showing up in my own personal business because that's an example. And if you guys want to grow, you have to have it this way. And I expect you guys to grow so wide that you can't hardly keep up with your front line. I expect you guys to get to know the people. Whenever you look at their names, you know exactly what they want out of this. I want you guys to onboard every single person individually that you sponsored into this business. And if you haven't done it for a while, then you've got some work to do because you need to know your frontliners' goals. I know Lindsay Monzon, who was on here earlier. I know Lindsay Monzon's goals, and I know how hard she wants to push her own personal business. I physically know this stuff because I have spent time with her. I know her whys. I know what she can handle. Sarah Reed, I know what she's putting into her business. I know exactly what she wants out of this, and I know that I can expect the same exact time in return. I have a brand new market partner who wants this so bad. She's a hairdresser here in Edmond, Jennifer. I know her why. She wants to go to the top as fast as possible. This girl is literally working her business every single day throughout the day. I'm getting messages like, I sign up a market partner. I'm talking to those people. These people should sign up on Friday. I'm doing another exposure here. These people are really putting in the time and effort. And I get so excited about those little success stories, you guys. And that's where our focus needs to be, is our babies, our baby people we've brought into the business. And right now, everyone who's not an MM in your front line, you should be treating them like a baby. Anyone who's a market partner, all the way to AMM. Treat those people like a baby. Re-onboard them if you need to, unless you know their why and everything. You don't have to physically be like, okay, how much time are you going to put in? I'm going to clock you and make sure you're working your business. I've never done that. I've never done that with anybody. And I have $7 million earners on my team. Some of them are multiple. So you guys, this business should be something that's duplicatable and easy for people to do on their own. That way you don't have to wind them up. You don't have to keep plugging in and making sure they're checking in for themselves. I know their why. I know how much time they're willing to dedicate. And some of these people, I know their method of operation. I might do it a little bit differently, but it's all the same, and I totally am going to just praise them for putting in effort. That's it. If they do it differently, that's cool. If it works for them, it works for them. I don't have the same lifestyle and I don't have the same social media influence as I do some of my leaders. So everyone's going to do it a little bit differently. But the main thing is, I always have events planned. Always. I always have an event planned. I've always got time that I am dedicating towards my own personal business. And I literally get out of my house on purpose because I have to. I have to continuously build my own personal brand, my own personal business, my own personal network. I have to do this, you guys, because if I quit, you guys will quit too. And if I quit for 6 months, how am I going to come on here and be like, I know some of the mistakes you guys are going to run into. I know some of the troubles you guys are running into. If I'm not running into troubles and mistakes myself, how can I coach you guys? I've got to go through these too, and then I can share, and that way you guys can shortcut, hopefully, some of it. But know your people's why. We just relaunched Smart Start. You might have someone who's been in the business for 2 years or maybe 6 months who hasn't been actively working the business. This is the time to contact these people and relaunch them right now. And if you guys need an event to go to, you don't have a local event, guess what? Literally, a ton of my business was built on the Meet Monate live event. And that's because I used it as a tool the right way. And so this event is something for you guys to invite your prospects to, whether they've already heard about the business opportunity, whether they've been interested, whether they don't know anything, whether it's a first time contacting them. There is an event tonight at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time that we should have multiple people jumping on there, inviting people. When I see people getting tagged in that Meet Monate Live, I know my business is growing. And throughout the week too. I can look on Tuesday and I see notifications that people are tagging people in that Meet Monate presentation. You know what that means? That means people are exposing people to the business opportunity. Isn't that awesome? How would you guys like to see your team members going in there and adding new people to the Meet Monate presentation? And then guess what? You guys have 30 minutes of free time to go to contact somebody else. Like, it's awesome. That's how I've built my business. Mostly was on the Meet Monate Live and then physical events. And if you guys are not getting to your events that are local to you, then you are doing yourself a serious disservice right now. I'm going to tell you, I could never have built my business without going to local events. That is where I got my strength. That is where you guys will get your business to actually stick. People will stay in this business longer if they go to events. They will be active much more longer durations if they go to the physical events and link arms with the people who are there too. If you don't have a guest to bring, I don't care. Show your butt up. Go to a Crossliners event. If you don't have an event locally in your area, start searching for someone who is in your area. You guys can start this now at ground zero. So, okay. I think that's all I have for you guys. I'm out of breath. My mouth is like cotton mouth. But we are Monate anymore. Connect that. Did they remove it? Bonnie, go to Venmo and look for those videos on there. That's what I've seemed to be having to do lately, is jump over there and pull things out of Venmo. But you guys remember that Monate gives you all of the tools. All of the tools that you need to be successful is right there. You guys do not have to build your Instagram for a couple of years before you guys get success. I promise. You guys will find success whenever you get to personally know people and get people to like and trust you. And that's where your success is really going. Vimeo, yes. Not Venmo. Venmo's the app where you send money. Vimeo. Vimeo is like YouTube, and Monate uses it as a platform. But yeah, you guys, do you guys have any questions? If you do, you can always post them. If you guys are not in the tips page also, hey Alice, if you guys are not in the tips page, don't expect a whole lot of activity in there, okay? I don't want people spending their whole lives on Facebook watching videos. I'd rather them be out in the field making mistakes and learning. And remember, if you can't make a mistake, you can't make anything at all. So just try your best to do something that is income producing. But with brand new people, so the tips page is basically for market partners who are trying to get to like MMP, AMB, and MMB. Okay, Whitney, good question. I'll get to that. So that's the group page that there's not going to be a whole lot in there because I don't want to overwhelm people with a bunch of training videos. I think the worst thing that you could do when someone starts their business is to flood them with too much information. A confused mind says no, and you can't drink from a fire hose, you guys. You got to take little sips at a time. So in that page, I am trying to answer the most basic questions. So if you have someone who would love me to answer a question, have them go in there and ask the question. And once a week or every other week, hold me to it every 2 weeks at least. That last week I was sick and something might happen again next week. Who knows? But I'm going to try to go in there and answer your very simple, basic questions that a new market partner could help, or it could help them, if that makes sense. Reach outs. Whitney asked, thanks guys. Let me see. Whitney asked, what's your go-to reach out approach? Okay, so my go-to reach out approach is completely depending on who the person is. I'm going to tell them exactly why I thought of them first. That's it, like why I thought of them. Like, and I'm being honest, you guys, if I'm reaching out to people, I'm going to tell them I'm doing reach outs right now. And like, it just depends on who it is. Yes, Mariah, we can add you into the page. So if it's someone I've met, let's see. Okay, I'll use an example. So the lady at my spa, whenever I was talking to her, Monate got brought up, And whenever I was leaving, I said, do you have your card? I'll get that way I can have your phone number and I will send you the info. Okay, she sent me her card, so I messaged her back, and obviously, like, the first reach out wasn't done over the phone. It was done while I was in her chair. So she was working on me, and I just brought it up. Like, I was like, yeah, bitch. I'm fixing to go to Nashville. I brought up what I was doing, and she was like, yeah, how is that business going? And I was like, it is going amazing. Like, I love doing what I do, and it's still growing. Like, I still see, like, average people still finding like a lot of success, you know, and that's the most important thing to me. And I just kind of shared with her something like that, and she was like, so does that stuff, like, she had a question about the product. So whenever I messaged her, obviously that was my first reach out, so this second message wouldn't really count, but I just messaged her, and I was like, hey, get me the names of all the girls in there or how many girls is what I asked, how many girls in your office would like samples, and I will bring them by. And this was before we launched the new hair spa, at-home hair spa. And so she said that she had 10 girls in there, that she is pretty positive will order, and we went into the other stuff. Now let's say, there was a girl that I added on Facebook today, and I just added her as a friend. She does hair. She's a Paul Mitchell, what do you call it? Instructor? She's a Paul Mitchell instructor? Anyway, I don't know if she's heard about Monat, and I don't know if she's heard bad news, but I added her as a friend, and I commented on one of her things, and I said, these extensions look great. And I just broke the ice with her. So it takes a couple of exposures for me to actually warm up to these people. But because if they're a jerk and they don't message me back, then I'll probably send them 1 or 2 more messages just to see how, you know, if I can get a connection going. But some of these people I don't want on my team, you guys. If they're jerks to you, then you don't want them on your team. I don't want to recruit someone who treats people bad. And if I'm trying to network, she should be smart and try to network too if she wants business in her chair, right? So the people that you're trying to network with, you will snag the right people at the right time. You do not have to worry about how do I get this one girl to try my product. The whole time you're sitting there frustrated over one person who's probably going to be an a-hole in your business anyway. You could have been messaging 10 other cool, nice, sweet little girls who are looking for someone to just reach out to them and give them the opportunity of a lifetime. You do not need to sweat about trying to talk people into this business. This opportunity is good enough as it is. And if I wasted all my time still trying to get some of the people that I messaged 4 years ago, I wouldn't be here today. I have people who need this business today, and I have people who like what I do and think that it's a cool profession and that I represent myself well. I want to talk to those people, and so I make connections like that. I don't try to talk anybody into this business. This is awesome, you guys. We have freaking bonuses out the wazoo. They sent us on free trips all over the world. Like, how cool is that? I don't need to be talking some jerk into trying to try my products. There's going to be jerks everywhere you run into. I hate using the word jerk. It sounds so bad. But you guys, if you are running into bad messaging with people, see ya. Bye. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to recruit team members who are awesome, who want to lift one another up. Like, that is why my team is so freaking awesome, is because I didn't work hard to recruit someone that I didn't want on my team. If you guys are in my team, in my organization, and I sponsored you, it was for a reason, because I think you're freaking awesome, and you guys are going to help attract more people like you into the business. So if I tried really hard to attract a negative person, I finally got them to sign up. Guess who else is going to be signing up under them? All negative Nancys, all like bad-mouth people who are going to be like, Monat makes your hair fall out or something. I don't want those people on my team. They're better off as a customer, if that. Like, you get to choose who you work with. You get to choose who you're going to open your mouth up to, and you guys get to recruit whoever you want. That's the cool thing, is there's no like list of people for you to choose from and you only get 5. No, there are like 40 freaking billion people in the world, and you guys have the world at your fingertips with all of these amazing tools. Literally all you have to do is open up your mouth, share some inspiration by asking these people where they see themselves on that income sheet. Can you see yourself making $5,000 extra a month? If you can, I can show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And that is how you guys get other people dreaming big again, is showing them what other people have done, which is why the Meet Monat presentation is so powerful because you get to see other people sharing their story. Brandy Botorf, like, she's going to do the Meet Monate Live tonight. And you guys, I remember the first time meeting her in Texas. And I look at her life now, she has grown so much, not just her bank account, but physically as a person, mentally, spiritually, everything. She is so much stronger today than when I met her 4 years ago. And that's what this business is about, is you guys helping other people to build themselves up. You guys are helping people to become better versions of themselves. And so that's what I love about this, is that I get the opportunity to work with whoever I want. And I get to choose who I don't work with. I get to choose that every day. If there's somebody on my team even who treats me bad or talks bad about me, bye. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to convince someone else that I'm awesome, okay? I have a hard enough time convincing myself that every day. I beat myself up every day. I don't need no negative people in my life telling me that I am less than equal to what their standards are. I am awesome. And you guys have to tell yourselves that every single day. I am awesome. I have an opportunity. God loves me. God's blessing me with so much opportunity. Who is he going to put in front of me today? Like, that's a question that I ask all the time. That's how I recruited people, you guys. Is I prayed that God would put people in my path that I could help to better their life. And you know what? Ask and you shall receive. He has opened doors for me that I could have never seen open. He has sent people in my way that I know it was of him. I know it. And that's how I work my business. It's a higher calling. It's a higher being. And anybody can do this business because God can call even the weakest people. I mean, if you look at his disciples, I was talking to my sister about this. The disciples, you guys, look at all of the bad qualities they had. I mean, they were not good people. Some of them were drunkards. You guys, God called them out to stinking write a whole Bible that everybody lives their whole entire life by. And so why are you feeling like you are less than equal to go and help and influence somebody else to create a better life for themselves? And that's what this is all about. And if you're not like living it day to day, then they're not going to see it in you just by you speaking it in your voice. You have to physically live your dreams. You have to physically live the things that you are wanting to encourage other people to do. I love to fish. I'm going to go fish as soon as it warms up. I'm not going out there right now. It's cold. It's like 20 degrees. But the same thing goes for everybody, is you have to live your dreams. And if you're making an extra $200 a month, what are you going to do with that $200? Like, save it, not be worried about your groceries as much. Like, there's so many things that you guys can be doing with this money that could be good for not just other people, but, selfishly yourself too. You have a family. You signed up in this business to help provide for them, right? So there's nothing wrong with you guys wanting more. Stop telling yourself that it's not okay. You tell yourself, I signed up to earn one of these amounts on this average income sheet, and I am going to do it. If it takes you 5 years to do it, I'm going to be here for the next 5 years helping you guys along the way. That's where I stand. I will never, ever leave. Like, I love helping people. I have found my calling in something that I never thought that I was worthy of. And, I couldn't have done it, without my team. And so you guys have to link arms with the people that you feel like will better yourselves, because you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around every single day. If you are hanging out with negative people who are making excuses, you're welcome, Krista. So glad you're on here. I miss you. But if you guys are hanging out with negative people, or even family members can bring you guys down. You guys have got to separate yourselves if that's the case. And you know what? Don't tolerate it. If you guys are worried about something in your life, anything that you guys worry about, it's because you've tolerated it. We broke boards in Nashville. Did you guys see that? We held a board and we put a word on there that was holding us back from our greatness. And you know what my word was? It was tolerate. I tolerate way too much BS. I tolerate the way people talk to me. I tolerate myself telling myself that I'm not good enough to do something. I tolerate my paycheck. Okay? Even making as much money as I do, I've been tolerating it for way too long. I'm not sitting here to be idle. I want to grow because that means my team is growing. I tolerate way too much crap. I tolerate not working my business before 12 o'clock sometimes. I tolerate taking off too much time. I tolerate way too much. I tolerate sitting on my butt when I should be on my treadmill. I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. I had someone else hold the board up for me. Can't even remember who it was. It was Mindy, my RSD, or my RSM. Mindy was holding the board up. I locked eyes with her. It was eye contact, complete lockage. The second I looked at my board, I started freaking out that I would never have my breakthrough. I would not break through that board. But the second I looked her in the eyes and she said, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, Julie. And I never took my eyes off of her, and I had my breakthrough. And that is because the word tolerate scares me so much. It can bring me to tears. It holds me back from greatness. It holds me back from going live and being in front of you guys, because sometimes I don't feel like I'm a good enough leader to lead the hundreds of thousands of people in my organization. I still tell myself this, you guys, and it holds me back. And it holds me back from potential of what could really happen in my life and what can happen in your guys' life too. And I'm speaking to myself this because I feel like you guys might be experiencing the same thing. There's something that is holding you back today. You are tolerating way too much crap in your life. You're tolerating allowing your business to go down the tanker. You guys are tolerating not going out there and finding someone new who deserves your time today. Don't tolerate it anymore. You put your foot down. You decide what you want in this business. Don't overwork yourself. Don't kill yourself. You live your life. You enjoy what you do, but you decide who you are surrounding yourself around. You decide where you're going in your business, and you decide who's going with you. You get to decide this, you guys. This is all your business. And you guys have the power every single day before you close your eyes at night to thank what you have. And right now, you guys have opportunity. You guys have opportunity to not only change your life, but you guys get to experience something greater, which is watching someone else come out of their shell, watching someone else come out of maybe a 5-year depression, which I've personally experienced. Someone telling me, this business brought me out of my bed. Out of my bed. I've dealt with depression. I know exactly how hard that is, and I know what it can do for somebody. And sometimes depression, you would rather be dead than living. I've seen people come out of that, and I got to witness that, which is even greater than my own personal paycheck, because I helped someone else. And it wasn't because I did it every single day winding them up. You guys, I was not winding these people up every single day. I just simply showed them a way. I showed them that there was opportunity, and I showed them that there was hope, and I coached them along the way. That is what you can experience in this business, is helping someone else change their life forever. Forever. That is the most beautiful thing. And this opportunity does not come along every single day. You guys found this opportunity, or someone found you and chose you for a reason. Don't let it go to waste. Don't tolerate what you're doing in your business today. Don't tolerate settling for half-assing in your business. Don't tolerate sitting on the sidelines when someone else could be outrunning you. You have the opportunity right here in your phone. On your phone, right outside the door. And if you guys are not surrounding yourself around other people that you want in your business, in your organization, then you guys are probably surrounding yourselves around the wrong people. You can't sit idle. You can't. Even water evaporates, okay? So you got to decide, are you going to be growing in your business or tanking in your business? This is your own personal decision. And for me, I had my biggest freaking butt kick while I was in Nashville, because I've decided that tolerating my own personal paycheck, my own personal business, how I haven't recruited a VIP customer in 60 freaking days, this is the stuff that I beat myself up over, and now I'm doing something about it. I am doing something about it. I'm no longer tolerating the crap. I'm no longer tolerating the fact that I don't reach out enough. I'm no longer tolerating the fact that I feel responsible whenever other people are stuck in their business. It's not my fault. It's not my fault if someone else is stuck. The only thing that they can do is fix it for themselves. I can't do that. And if you guys feel that all of your team's burden is weighing on your shoulders, you guys will sink down and you guys won't be able to help them. The only way you guys can help your team is by showing them exactly how to do this business, by you doing it personally yourself. Go the way, show the way, and you guys continuously make mistakes. You can't make anything if you don't make a mistake. So anyway, that's all I got. But anyway, yeah, it's been quite a freaking day. I'm telling you, man. Whenever this flu bug goes away, like, I'm on fire. I'm sweating already. Like, my whole back is sweaty. I won't show you guys, but anyway, whatever you guys are doing, tonight, if you haven't worked your business today, you still have a couple hours before you go to bed, don't you? And check yourself. Like, see what you guys are lacking in your business. If you guys need help going through a checklist in your business, I did just post the Power Hour thing, but I did a video that's called How to Get Unstuck. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've used it for myself. I've actually gone back and just been like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what the heck am I doing? Like, why is my check dropping? I don't want this anymore. I don't want my check to drop anymore. I don't like that. I hate that feeling, you guys. Because if my check dropped, there's like 50,000 other people who are going to be calling me crying. So I want our checks to grow so you guys can quit calling me crying. Instead, I want you guys to call me crying with happy, like, oh my God, I got paid. I want those feelings again. And I know that it seems like it's impossible sometimes, but just like that water theory, you guys, if every single drop of water can move in the same direction, you guys can achieve a waterfall. And that is what this business is all about. Every single person in your organization, everyone that wants it anyway, everyone doing their part, not you doing everyone else's part. Take that stuff off your shoulders. This isn't your fault that their business isn't doing well, so stop blaming yourself. Don't do it. You just lead by example, okay? I hope that makes you feel better, because it sure as heck did me. Because I walk around with like 200,000 people on my shoulders where I'm just feeling like I'm responsible for everyone's paycheck. And guess what? It will wear you down so much. It'll stress you out. You guys will have panic attacks like I was having. I just felt so responsible. And it's not the way it should be, you guys. You guys are only responsible for yourself. That's it. I mean, so stop carrying the weight of your team on your shoulders. They signed up in this business. They paid the same amount you did. They signed up for the same thing that you did. I mean, the company is our mother. Like, I'm not the mother. I mean, Ann Fisher's not the mother of my business. The company is. And they have been feeding me and keeping me safe in those confines of what really works in a business. They have been helping me since day one. And you guys have same access to that. You guys have all of the tools that they're providing us. I just really, really use those tools, man. I mean, I wear out those tools. I swear some of those Monat videos, all the views probably came from me. The people I've been sending them to. And in the Meet Monat presentations, we have tools. You guys, if I can build my business this way, you guys can do it too. You do not need to be building on Instagram, like making sure your pose is just right and that you look skinny just right. Like, forget it, okay? No one cares that you got a bathing suit on in front of the beach. Nobody cares. That's not gonna build their dream. I'm sorry, if I go put on a bikini and show my ass on Instagram, I don't think it's gonna help somebody else be like, I want that life. I really, really would like a life like, no, it's not gonna. You guys be yourself. Offer help to people who need it, which is you living your dreams, showing other people that there's steps to take in order to achieve it, and allowing and like helping them do that. That's what is really going to make people successful. So, and I'm not bashing on anybody who's working on their Instagram. In fact, I love how freaking awesome some of our Instagrams are looking. I'm really proud of a lot of you guys. So have a healthy 80-20 rule. 80% of your business should be done off of social media. That means y'all need to get out of the house. That means you guys got to actually get off your phone. And if you guys are meeting with somebody and I see you with a phone in your hand and you are physically trying to talk to somebody, I want nothing more than to go over there and just, hiya, like smack the phone right out of your guys' hands. Be present. Be present. If you guys are at a meeting, if you guys are at a coffee date, be present. That phone better be on silent in your purse. That's it. Like, I hate trying to have a conversation with somebody and their phone's going off. And they're sitting there checking their Facebook posts. I'm like, what? Well, bye then. I'm going to go home and text you on Facebook since you're not here talking to me while I'm at the table. I'm wasting my time. So you guys have to treat the people that you're around and about with respect. If you're waiting in line at the grocery store, don't get on Facebook to see who's checking out or what. Like, no, there's someone behind you and there's someone in front of you and someone about to check you out, okay? Freaking talk to people. That's all it takes. Talk to people. our screens should not be the only human interaction that we have all day long, all right? We should be out and about meeting people, because my $1 million earners did it the same way. My directors did it the same way. And I'm seeing people who don't have a high influence on social media find success without using social media, all right? They use social media as a tool. They don't use it as their face. They use it as a tool. So if you guys are physically with people, get off of your phones, please. Look around and about you. You guys will enjoy your life a lot more. You guys will not feel inundated and tugged and pulled in every direction. You guys will feel more focused and more centered. So put your phones down and actually physically go out and have lunch with someone. And especially you guys who've quit your jobs, like, to do this full time, like, you guys should be having lunch dates. And I know a lot of you guys do this, and I'm so proud of you guys, because I can see how inspired you guys get whenever you guys leave those lunch dates. So anyway, yeah, good job, Bonnie. You're a good example. Anyway, all right. Okay, I guess I better go off here because I'm getting hungry. I've been on here for like an hour. But anyway, yeah, you guys are awesome. Let me just leave you on a really good note, because I feel like I've been chewing all of us out, myself including. I chew myself out in fact, usually when I want to chew myself out, I get on here and I do it with you guys, because we all are human, and I feel like I'm learning my mistakes right alongside you guys. I don't feel like that $5 million number one income earner, if that helps you guys at all. Like, I do not ever feel like that's me until they announce me up on the stage, and then I'm like, oh crap, that's me. So like, but in my day-to-day real life, like, I am terrified of talking to people. I'm terrified of meeting new people. And yes, Betty, I do. I have a horsey for a dog. He's a great name. Boston, wanna say hi? And I'm just an average Joe. I am just sitting here trying to build my dreams alongside you guys. And there's still things that I want. I still want to see my team win. That's what I want more than anything. I want to see my team find success. I want to see my team find confidence. I want to see my girls love their life. There's nothing that stresses me out more than hearing that someone is like, really down in the dumps. I want people to be happy, and that's what I really want. I want peace and happiness. But just remember, you guys, just like if you don't get on that treadmill and work out for a year or two, your muscles are going to go to mush, and you're not going to feel very energetic. Same thing applies in your business. You don't want to go to mush in your business. You want to constantly be working your own personal business, so that way you're prepared to help somebody else go through the same experiences that hopefully you've done, because that's how we help. Is we personally do it, and then we help coach other people with the mistakes that we're all making together. So anyway, Boston, come say hi. Boston. I think he went out in the garage. Sorry. I don't know where he went. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. But thank you guys for being so awesome on here, and I can't wait to go back through and read some of these messages. Oh, he is? Boston, come here. Boston. What are you doing? Yeah, this is my puppies. And he is rocking the pet line. He's got his little pet bandana on. Ah, Buzzson. Yep, that's my baby boy. Anyway, I guess I better go spend some time with my family since it's President's Day and it's a 3-day weekend. So I will talk to you guys later. Sorry I rambled forever and ever. Can you guys see my eye that's so pink from being sick? Okay, yeah, I'm not present if you're going live. Yeah, bye everyone. Goodbye. I do the same thing whenever my people go live. I'm like, hold on a second. I can't talk to you right now. Oh my gosh. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for being so awesome. And I hope nobody's got the flu, because apparently half of the world has it today. So I will talk to you guys soon, and check out that power hour that I posted. All right. Yes, he loves the shampoo. Before I get off of here, so my dog breaks out really, really bad. I think he's allergic to grass or dirt or something, because he gets really, it almost looks like mange. Me and Josh have wondered what's wrong with him. The vet can't figure it out either. I think skin allergies. He used the Monate line last week, and his inflammation on his skin has subsided tremendously. So if you guys haven't promoted it, I'm talking to my dog groomer. I've been calling the freaking dog groomer places, and I'm like, I found something that works for my dog, so that's a big deal. And the deodorizing spray works amazing. His bed reeks like all the time, and ever since we've gotten it, my room does not smell like a smelly dog room anymore. So it really does work. It actually evaporates the smell completely. So yeah, cool. I'm glad you got it, Bonnie. All right, and I'm sorry the PDF is a little funky. Like I said, I'm trying to work on it. But anyway, this video is so long, no one's gonna want to replay it. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Have an amazing Monday night. Make sure you invite your prospects to the Monday Night Live. And if you guys have any questions or things that I need to help you out with, please comment below, because you know that's what I'm here for. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.